Okay. That is a cultivator. Oh, that's not the size I want. Okay, good morning everybody, my name is Osa and we are playing Farming Simulator 22 on, what is this, Glenleathann? Indeed. And it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon on October 3. We've got another day in the month. And the weather... it's going to rain at 4. Oh, goody goody. So, I've loaded this up with seed. Unfortunately, after that planting contract last week, I've got about 78 litres of seed left over. Can't do much about that. I need this set up for... Oh, how about we start the engine? That would also be a plan. So, I've cultivated the maize field. I now want to plant grass in it, but I also want it to be grass field subsoiled to change the state from needs ploughed. We have 26,000 money. I have no idea what state the maize silage is in, but I would like that to wait until about January when the prices are maxed out. It's not a lot, but we have 500,000 litres, so it would be nice to actually which way is this way? I'm still figuring out which way to go. And it's been a week. I haven't done anything this week. There we go. There's field 77. Now I have the Kubota running around with the subsoiler. So it will remove the needs ploughed state off this field. I could... it would be really nice to start planting it, of course, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. And it is going to rain in a couple of hours. So I'm going to take this back to the yard. And of course I got that field limed, so it is in a perfect pH state. As I said, I think it's over fertilized. So other things we could do. We'll put this down over here for now. I do not have on farm storage for seeds. We don't have a plough. That wasn't the one I want to disconnect. There you go. Oops. So we can get a planter with this setup as well, so when it comes to doing some corn planting, that too is not going to be a problem for us. Okay, I think what it might be worth looking at now is let's do some contracts. A contract. What's close to the store? Fields in the 20s and 30s. It's in the 20s, that's in the 30s. That's harvesting. Fields in the 20s and 30s. Okay. Why do you have narrow wheels? That's an interesting question. Now, of course, all things considered, I could do my own field subsoiling rather than paying a worker to do it. But field 20 is kind of a ways. Okay. That wasn't really the best pick, but where on earth am I going? Shows how disoriented I am. Should have done right. Let's get that done. Oh, there we go. That's better. And of course, this thing goes really fast, and he's incredibly unstable with this plough on the back. What object are you blocked by? That's an interesting question. Really? How did you manage that? Oh, we're actually going up and down rows. Should have done more headlands, I think. Although, while yes, should have done more headlands, would have given us the opportunity to turn around there. No, what are we doing? Okay, how does that look? Yes. Right, this is a problem with this field, is those trees there are an obstacle. So you need to do a good number of headlands in order to get away from them. I think I only did the one. So, my mistake. Meanwhile, back in the JCB. Honestly, I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to plough this field. We've got a good sized plough. Ooh. hello. Oh, and of course, because this is borrowed equipment, we do have access to the GPS, and we are driving faster than the van. I do wish this had regular wheels rather than narrows. With regular wheels it would be a little bit more stable. And you don't need narrows to plough. You need the traction to plough a lot of the time. But we got what we got, so let's unfold that, and I am going to that's not quite right, is it? And, other way. So I think I drive on the red line, and white is the middle. Okay, well, we'll see how. Actually, let's actually follow the track that we plotted and see how it works out. So I'm going to be ploughing in this direction, and yeah, we'll see how that works out for us. Obviously, that top edge is actually 90° 180 along the mat border. But I really wasn't looking for fancy here. I'm looking for, let's get this done as quickly as we can, because it's already 3 o'clock. It's going to start raining at 4. And if it does start raining, I guess all we have to do with that is we can't stop until tomorrow. We'll just abandon all the equipment in the field it's in. And again. This is going to take a long time if I'm having to turn it around at this end of the field every time. Here is waypoint. Go. So yeah, if it starts raining, it's not a big deal. I've got to be done with contracts by, I think I'm going to put in, we've got to be done by contracts at the end of the month. So any contracts that I take during the month of October must be completed during the month of October. We're running 4-day months, so we do have tomorrow. And then we move on to November. And November's when I want to cut my grass, I hope. And fill up the second silage bunker. 10% done already, 6 minutes after. No, left for crying out loud. even with the turn radius on this, it's not the greatest for this plough. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so what's been going on so far on the farm? Like I said, I didn't get up to much this week. I did introduce the rest of the family to Band of Brothers, which is a great series, and we have one episode left to watch. Mrs. Osa not particularly keen on war movies, however, this is more of a history lesson. It's actually based on interviews with people who were there. The military expert who provided all the advice for the show was a retired Marine captain, and so he kind of knew what he was talking about. So they tried to keep it as authentic as they could. But it covers some of the most intense parts of World War II in Europe. And since there are no stars of the show, guys died. And there are interviews with the survivors just covering what they went through. And, one guy was saying, two of my friends died in that battle, and I wasn't making friends with the new guys because, they were rookies. And I'd seen too many of them join the unit and not make it. So quite a harrowing show. But if you want a drama that is actually historically accurate, it's definitely one to watch. Again, with the I can't cope with this. Hopefully, next time we're down here, it'll make it all the way around. Okay. Oops, no. Anyway, what else happened? So Mrs. Osa was off on vacation last week with teenage Osa. So last week was kind of quiet. This week they're back. We'll be having, I think we're planning burgers tomorrow. Monday. Burgers for Monday. I did manage to, we did the yard work on Thursday for a change. Mrs. Osa actually did the mowing of the yard. Teenage Osa did the edges and weed whacking, collecting sticks from the storm last week, and all that sort of fun stuff. So we loaded all the sticks and chopped up some of the tree limbs that I cut down earlier in the year into the fire pit and had a bit of a bonfire. And then that was pretty much it for Thursday, but it's got a good amount of the tree limbs chopped down. So I'm hoping to get a few more of those done later today, and then any leftovers on Monday, which will clear a whole swath of concrete by the house, which I really want to get cleared out. So I'm going to guess we're going to be about halfway through this field by the time it starts raining. Now I have installed a weather station at the farm, so my weather predictions should be a little bit more accurate. So we're 28% done. So almost 30, and it's almost 5:30 or 3:30. So I guess I'm doing about 20% per half hour, and a lot of that is because we're having to micromanage the Kubota. Like I said, in future we will be doing that at least 3. I think with the forage harvester I need to do about 4 or 5 headlands just to get it right. If I could get these turns a little bit tighter, this would work out a lot quicker, I think. But hopefully uninterrupted. We'll get at least another 20% before the rain comes. I might be able to drive a little bit into the rain if it's not too heavy. There it goes again. Oh no. I saw a hedge and then it vanished. That's fine. I'm really not sure how Courseplay does plot the, oh, there's an object in the way, and whether it puts out the message before, while it's still trying to figure out how to get around it. But I think we're down to the point now where it can manage everything. I might need to do a headland at the end, or I might not. Obviously, the deal with doing it in this general direction is it gives me the quickest start. Obviously, we've got the triangle over there, and we're going to end up with a receding triangle on that side too, as we move our way across the field. But for the most part, I'm doing the longest bits right now, which is good, I think. Both of these tractors are running. Oh, we're 40% done already, and it's only 3:36. That was a good turn. $3.38, and as we saw, there was nothing really good for sale in the store today. Definitely 4 o'clock. It's going to clear up by 7, but he's going to be pitch dark then. Which is good. It does mean that at least overnight we're going to have the ground will somewhat dry out. I guess it's going to be dark and cold. Getting colder. But that's all fine, I guess. Now we're starting to reseed the ends of the fields, so not gonna be quite so easy to make the turn here. Turn the oh, you're not going to make it round there, are you? Well, maybe. That's a pain in the butt. All right. Now go back the other way. Okay, a little bit of a grief there because of the edge of the hedge, or the edge of the map